Good evening, role players. I'm hoping that you can hear me. Let's make sure that everything is now visible. Let's see here. I can see my bars going, but can you hear me? Yep. Okay. Excellent. All right. So this is not our usual streaming time, and because of that, I totally understand if nobody's gonna make it today. But maybe you're watching this after the fact, so we'll keep the intro short. But I do appreciate anybody who joins me tonight. And this is just to make up for yesterday. I unfortunately pushed myself to do some more, cooking for the week than I intended, and I needed a little bit more time to recover, but I'm recovered today, and I'm hoping that we get to have some fun. Jedi, good to see you. I didn't expect to see you today. I know you said Sundays are typically difficult. I want to make sure that we can get this underway because I don't want to eat up too much into Bad Science Sunday with Maya Atkinson. Her time, I think she usually starts around 8:30. So that's in about an hour. So we'll just we'll keep it short and sweet today. And with that, the only thing I need to do is, of course, my name's Vic, all that good stuff. This is Quest to Assess. We're going to be streaming Disco Elysium. This is part, 8? I think this is part 8. Yes, it is part 8. And I do want to make sure that we have a quick content warning. As always, this game features themes such as mild sex and nudity, severe violence and gore, severe profanity, severe alcohol, drug themes, severe frightening and intense themes. For a censored experience, that if there's anything too gruesome or like slurs, you can wait 24 hours after the live has ended. You can still participate in the discussion by commenting under the video. However, I'll be actively throwing out questions and discussing topics based on what our live audience talks about. So if you feel it's safe enough to join me live, I'd be super psyched to have you here. Also, I do apologize for the weird schedule for Quest to Assess. We are locking that down currently. So you can help me lock down the new schedule for this live by voting what time. So far, Friday seems to be the most popular choice for this live, so Friday nights. I am currently trying to figure out what time in the evening we should do. I have a free... One second. I can pull it up. I have a free post here that will allow you to... It's a poll, and it gives me all of the options that I need to... Where the heck is it? I'm trying to find it. Here we go. So, I don't want to preview it. I just want to view it, please. Thank you. There we go. So, I have a similar poll put up in... Excuse me. I don't know. I'm struggling to breathe already. I have a similar poll put up in the Ready to Roleplay Discord. However, if you don't use Discord, you can access this Patreon post for free to tell me your answers for what time you would like to go. So, vote for the time you want to see this live start. So this will be the starting time. It will typically go for about 90 minutes to about 2 hours. And it looks like it'll probably be a Friday night. However, you can let me know if you have a preferred time. If you want to vote for another day, we still have one more week. And if so, you can see the other poll that's on Patreon as well, and is also on Discord. So let's see. Over the time you want to see this live start here. Did I not pin? I swear I thought it. Okay, no, it is pinned. It's just not showing up on my thing for some reason. Hopefully, people watching this can still see the Discord voice chat link pinned to the chat. And when you're ready to vote for what times you want to see this live start, you can go to that link to my Patreon page, and it'll take you straight to the message for you to vote for what starting times. They go from 6:30 p.m. Central all the way to 12 a.m. Central, so that would be Saturday, technically Saturday morning, but you know, midnight. And other than that, let's see, we've done the content warning. Please understand that anything depicted in the game or discussed by potential guests do not reflect any positions held by myself, this channel, or the Creator Accountability Network. Fact check everything, including what I mean. If you want more conversations, do all the algorithm-friendly things. Let YouTube know that people want to be here. And we're 388 subs away from custom emoji assets. We have the question of the week during the intermission, and you can chat with me in voice. Like I mentioned, you've got there should be a pinned comment. If you don't see that pinned comment, let me know. That pinned comment should have the voice chat stage. And remember, only 18 and up. Other than that, we'll start with the poll, and then we'll do a quick recap before we get started. So our poll is based off of where we left off last time. So the poll question is, which potentially corrupt side are you more sympathetic to? And by side, I mean where there is currently a fight between the union dock workers and the Wild Pines shipping company, and in the game that we're playing right now. And this fight seems to have been the impetus for our murder mystery. So we're trying to figure out who caused this scene. I'm not hearing myself. Was I talking this whole time? Oh, okay, now I can hear myself. Is there a strange sound? No? Okay, maybe it was just while I was adjusting medic. Okay. Yeah, let me know if there's any weird sounds, and I'll try and I'll try and fix them. But all right. All that said, we shall get ourselves kicked off here. You know, I would really like to be able to let's see, is there a way that I can change? Is there any way that I can change? Maybe it's in controls? No? I want to be able to... Oh, here it is, display mode. Let's do windowed. And hopefully that won't be weird. Are you saying I can go to windowed mode, but I can't change the size? Not even proportionally? What's even the point of that? That's so silly. Never mind. I'll do full screen. All right, let's kick off. Also, let's take a look at, before I get started, let me take a look at, yeah, Disco Elysium is, it's at least up there. Cool. All right, tell me how it goes. Let's get going. So where we last left off, we uncovered the specialty dice maker behind the cursed bookstore, informed the bookstore owner there likely wasn't a curse, got told off by her, and then explored the area until we found the pawn shop where we sold our gun on our wild night that caused our amnesia. We also found a new lead to a potential witness of the murder, which is back over by the apartment complex. Then we ended with questioning the wealthy negotiator for Wild Pines. That's the shipping corporation that the Union Dock workers are striking against. We'll wrap up the rest of the questioning, get a lowdown on the political situation in Revachol, and then see if we can get enough money to be able to pay off the damages for our hotel room and get a bed for the night. So, according to this time in game, it is 8 o'clock at night. And I need to make sure that I can sell the stuff that I picked up. And we got a little tip from our mysterious potion seller. Oh, can I see that? What's that look like? Looks like there was more construction here once, decades ago. Interesting. Let's see if we can sell this stuff, because he said that, oops, he said that the Freet store, which is apparently where the shopping bag comes from, he's saying that is a good place to try and sell our tear, which is like, you know, recyclable trash. And we should be able to do so. All the way up here. Though we might be too late. The store might be closed. That's why I wanted to make sure we could do this 3 T's. How idiomatic. Can we go in? Okay, okay, this might be good. Yes. Yellow roses, dozens of them. Tulips, too. A melancholy pop song plays on the radio.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Can you guys hear that narrator all right? Let's see if I can... Yeah, sounds like it's good. Hey, Tori, good to see you. Thanks for joining.
Their logo is the bloodless rose, pure white, untouched by harm.
Just ask me if you need anything from Saint Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Dramamine, magnesium, and hypnogamma.
Yeah, I'd like to hear what those do. I know Nosafed and magnesium. Oh, so they're like really, like they boost. So they're like a +3 instead of a +1. I probably should get more health stuff, but first I want to sell things. Before I go into all that, I want to talk to you and sell stuff. Please.
Welcome to Frit. Feel free to look around or something. Everything is out on the shelves.
She returns to her magazine.
What's that magazine she's reading?
Okay. What magazine are you reading?
You mean this?
She looks at the cover, boasting a colorful photo of 2 girls kissing.
This is Pop Stars. It's got, like, famous people in it. It's not for sale.
I wasn't really interested in buying a magazine, but thank you.
Looks like it also has something called Police de la Mode, featured on page 34. This speaks to you.
I approve of this. Very futuristic. Tap on the girls kissing. What is this fashion police feature? I'm not even interested in the magazine. I don't want to ask about it. Yeah, I gotta be honest. Me. But, forget all about that. What is this? What this is? Huh? Okay, that's really weird. Weirdly written. What is this fashion police feature? Point at the
it's
cover.
where they rate different outfits famous people wear. It's kind of funny. They're kind of mean.
She stops to
It's
think.
about who's the most stylish.
There's a numero uno guy in there right now, and does he look like this? Point at yourself. Point to her hat. I bet your hat would take the prize. So who is the most stylish there? It can't be anyone from here. Probably not.
Benita. She's a model. Usually it's a model. Or a singer-songwriter. Or a model.
Still models.
We are not the fashion police. We're the real police.
The lieutenant looks at you and he says that. Before we go on, what is this frit? I've heard it called freet, but whatever.
I don't know. Frit?
She shrugs. And what is frit?
A 7 to 11 grocery store.
Why is it written with 3 T's?
I think they think that the extra T makes it funkier. It doesn't.
She chews on her gum. Let's discuss.
The story goes that normal Fritta, with 2 T's, a men's workwear shop in Vredefort, was already taken. So when Fritta Retail Inc. grew into a multinational corporation, they had to add an extra letter to avoid trademark infringement.
All right, let's proceed. I have some questions for you.
Okay. I'm not really supposed to be chatting to anyone, but...
She puts down the magazine. Does Fritta have a warehouse in the back of the Whirling in Rags?
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't really care what Frit does.
This is important.
She scrunches up her face into an expression of consummate adolescent skepticism.
Fine. Frit doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
She turns back to her magazine without waiting for you to respond. Can you tell me anything about the dead body?
I I don't really know anything. I mean, I know it's there, but I haven't seen it, so...
Do you know the man who died?
Not really.
Not really? Does it mean you knew him a little?
No. I didn't know him at all.
How long has it been there?
I don't know, really long.
What do you think happened?
I don't know.
What an enlightening conversation.
No need to worry. It's just standard procedure for us to ask around. If you hear anything, let us know, okay?
The lieutenant's voice is soothing and professional. Man, if only we could all be like him.
Okay.
She scratches her nose. Thank you for your help.
Uh-huh.
Can you tell me anything about this reality? Real quick, before that, she brushes a strand of hair off her face and tries to return to her magazine. Anyway, can you tell me anything about this reality we're in?
Reality? You mean, what reality? Economic reality, or...?
She is like a student unexpectedly called upon by a teacher. Can she answer the classroom question?
Let's see. We've been talking a lot about the economic reality. I guess we don't know too much about the physical reality, do we? So, no, I meant the physical reality.
I don't know. What about it?
Let's see. Where are we? What time is it?
I don't know. Look at the clock. It's right behind you on the wall.
The clock shows the time at 10:09. The hands seem to be still. It's apparent the clock doesn't work.
Okay, I was just about to say, I was like, 10:09. Like, I'm pretty sure this is a 24-hour day. That's at least what it was trying to say before, and that was like a 24-hour clock. The coalition, what's that? Someone told me there is
Our
one.
government? Or do you mean something else? Sorry, I really need to finish this article.
She taps the magazine on the counter. What is the
When
revolution?
ordinary people take over the government and demand democracy.
What about the one we had here in Revachol?
Yeah, it happened like 50 years ago or so. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. At history, I mean.
Apparently not good at answering questions either. But anyway, I won't bother you with this nonsense anymore.
Cool.
I just wanted to know if, how do I sell things?
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back. The packages are small, discreet, sloppily stacked, making them easier to take unnoticed. No need to worry about knocking over a display.
Yeah, our savoir-faire is not good, and it cannot be retried, so I'm gonna say probably not. It would give us a +1 to endurance if we bought it, but it is like four monies. I want to know how to sell things. How do I sell things?
The tear machine stands in the corner.
There we go.
A sign says, 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
Insert your bottles.
Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a satisfying jingle. You're a richer man now.
Oh, that was only like $2.50. That was not good. And we've gone through a lot. Let's see, what's that?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles
Oh.
line the shop wall,
Wall of ices.
inviting you closer. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
This is not a good place for a recovering addict.
Guess not, no.
She looks at the wall of goods behind her, then adjusts her hat.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. But I guess you already know that.
Too obvious, is it?
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work.
Oh, that's interesting. So, Alcohol increases your physique, but lowers your morale. Oh, but how does smokes increase your intellect? That makes zero sense. Anyway, that's a lot of money. Anyway, so why is that so expensive? All of this is like so expensive for the same effect, except for the smokes, which are still expensive but give a different effect. Anyway, yeah, no thank you. We are recovering, it would seem. So, all right. Well, that wasn't as much as I thought it would be. What's this? Money? Yep, got some money. And that's the union worker guy. Okay. So what I want to do is I want to make sure that we have a place to stay, and then we'll continue. We're going to continue our thing with the Wild Pines negotiator. But let's talk to Gart. So first, let me save in case I just ruin our chances. And is that thing ever open? Nope. They got the lights shining. They got people in here. Very interesting. All right, before I get lost in conversation, let's talk to Gart.
Can I help you?
Here's your trash container key.
Thanks. I hope you found what you were looking for.
I found the victim's clothes.
How strange. I certainly didn't put them there.
Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state. Who else has keys to the trash container?
The trash collection service? CS Municipal. I don't see why they would put anything in the trash, though.
Ah, the elusive CS Municipal. I doubt we'll be able to track down who was sent here last and when. This will have to be one of those little threads that solves itself down the road.
I appreciate that this game doesn't lead you on when it's like, look, this is not going to show up like through you investigating it. It's just got to happen on its own later in the game.
Thank you anyway.
Maybe you don't remember putting them there. Maybe you were sleepwalking or in a fugue state.
I think fugue states are more your forte, officer.
He grimaces. True. Could someone on your staff have put them there?
Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. None of us would tamper with the crime scene.
All right, thanks. Let's talk about something else.
Yes?
So about that money I owe,
Yes. Have you got it?
how much do I owe you again?
A lot. A lot. For the room, drinks, and broken window, 130 real.
How am I going to pay that?
Like what? I was rarely enjoying talking about the money you owe me.
I saw another thing at the whirling.
Another thing. Great. I love those.
Boy, I gotta be
Yes.
honest. I'm not sure how we're going to be able to stay. Because I have no idea how to get 130 real. I could sell... but that's nowhere near what I need. 50, that's 1377. So that would get me what, 43? Sorry, excuse me, 63.77 in addition to what the 24 I already have. That's still under 100 and I need 130. Oh boy, oh boy. I don't know. I don't know how we're gonna do this. Our reaction speed increases. What's our hat? +1 encyclopedia. Savoir faire is just awful. They're facing. Yeah, we're not going to use electrochemistry for a while. Drama. Our suggestion goes down. What happens if we wear it? Do we look ridiculous? Or did you even get that one? No, really, you put it in that drawer. No further comments. Wear it at your own risk. So it does mess with our conceptualization, but I don't know. It's kind of not like that big of a deal. But it does help get our suggestion up. And encyclopedia versus rhetoric. You can always like kind of go back. What's the bum hat look like? Boy, don't we just look so appealing. An orange beanie with a couple of big assholes on the side. It looks like it might have been used as a mask during an armed robbery. Oh, that's awful. Oh boy, oh boy. Okay, well, I gotta be honest, guys. I have no idea how we're going to pay. So I am place to sleep in Disco Elysium. So the only official place is the room 22. Check in. You must pay the 100. You can also sleep in the Fisher, the hole in the wall behind the bookstore. Oh, but in the second half of the game. So your relation to sleep requires gathering. If you don't have the Real, you can use several to secure. You can mooch off Joyce Messier, find the wealthy lady on the pier, and pass a volition check to ask her for money. If you are stuck, Kim will eventually offer to help pay the remaining balance. I didn't see a wrecked police car. I did not see a wrecked police car. That was not something that I saw. So it's possible that we may make it. Let's see, who are you? It's all about money, you know? Don't I know it? All right. Well, wrecked car. Wrecked car. Wrecked car. Where would that be? So we know that this was us. Is this locked?
You see a set of tire tracks in the brown slush that covers the plaza.
Yeah, locked. Watch out, guys, because I'm going into the crime scene, which has the body. And I am trying to find the wrecked police vehicle. Because apparently I had one. So, here we go. Can I go over there? No? What about this? What's this?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
I don't have the perception to make it past that. Okay. Let's see if we can, let's see if we can go to that. Let's go to, let's go to the what's the word I'm looking for? There was that guy who might have been a witness, and I need more volition. Let's see. Speed. I need more rhetoric, so we'll keep that. Conceptualization, -1 suggestion. Yeah, we'll keep the drama for now. I want to see if we can talk to. Let's see if we can convince the rich lady to loan us some funds. They said it was a volition check, but.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Tell me what this boat you're on. Let's strike the harbor. You seem rich. Can I have some money?
Is what you want to say, but it isn't that easy, is it?
What? Why not?
Look at that lady. Take a gander. Squint your eyes, bub.
What nice fabrics.
Why, yes. Tucked away under that sturdy green raincoat, almost rustic in its simplicity, a silk shirt and matching scarf around her gentle throat, while dull orange pearls hang from her earlobes, red from the cold. Her light green eyes scan you, full of knowledge and worry, wealth and all its possibilities.
Yeah, so?
Now look at you, you misery-clad simian, barely able to tie your own laces. Your armpits are late. A scythe of booze precedes you. Your hair sticks to your forehead, and your underwear feels uncomfortable.
Okay, but she can't see that.
You're poor. Poor as balls. You can't ask this person for money. You're too...
This feeling, I've never felt it before. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this leash for some dough. I mean, let's see, as I should be for even considering this is a woman and I'm a man. That seems misogynistic. All right. Yes, I should make my own goddamn money by now. I've been trying. But I'm like in a bind. I'm a goddamn working man. I'm not ashamed to shake this for some dough.
You think your little communism protects you from this feeling? No. The more demeaning it is to grovel at her feet.
As I was saying, if there's any way I may be of assistance, please don't hesitate to ask.
I have to pass the volition check. Heard of billions. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. She's got billions. Her voice breaks the silence, and suddenly you're back again. Nearby, a seagull pecks at a piece of garbage, and so essentially we just kind of like zoned out. All right, we're gonna say it. Can I have some money, please?
I am sorry. It
Failed
just doesn't
it?
come out of your mouth. What does is...
Money?
Excuse me? I didn't hear you. Did you
Her voice-
say money?
Her voice is kind of a little hoarse from the wind. No, I didn't. Let's talk about something else.
Of course.
That was like a 70, what, 4%, 73%? Well, I guess there's always a chance for failure. What can you tell me about this lynching?
Quite a few things, I'm afraid.
She falls silent for a moment, contemplating something.
The information I'm to share with you includes sensitive trade secrets. For the sake of my employer, I have to ask for your names and badge numbers.
Oh, crap. We don't have our badge.
Of course, ma'am. We should have introduced ourselves. I am Lieutenant Kitsuragi from Precinct 57.
Lieutenant hands her a piece of blue plastic. Can I give her my clipboard?
And this is my colleague from Precinct 41, I'm afraid he doesn't have his badge at the moment. I hope mine will suffice.
How curious. Why is that, Detective?
She returns the lieutenant's badge and turns to you.
Awkwardness washes over the conversation. The woman doesn't like this turn of events.
Yeah, I bet she doesn't. Remember when my partner told you I'd recently suffered from an unusual medical episode? My lost badge is related to it.
I see. So, are you saying you lost your badge during the course of this episode?
She looks increasingly worried. It's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world. I could have eaten it for all I know. I don't remember anything. This world, this city, nothing. Yes. It's, yeah. Yeah, I would say it's possible. After a night of heavy drinking, I lost all memory of my life in the world.
Oh dear.
She sighs with confusion, sadness even.
Some kind of encephalopathic amnesia. I don't even know how to respond.
I gotta be honest, that just kind of sounds like a redundance. Encephalopathy means something that's related to the mind, like a disease related to the mind.
I do believe you, naive as that may sound. I simply can't imagine what you gain by faking such a condition.
You know, there are some what's the term when they can't help but lie? I'm trying to remember what it is. Of course, there's Munchausen's, of course. Munchausen's, like, it doesn't have to be anything to gain except empathy from others, and you just want empathy from others and that feeling of being cared for. But there's also, gosh, the condition where you just have this impulse to lie over the stupidest things. And it's escaping me. I can't remember. The U.S.'s administration has quite a few of these individuals that are compulsive liars. I know there's another term for it, but anyway, compulsive liars, yes.
As I said, ma'am, his technique may be very unconventional, but he is an officer of the RCM.
His technique may be very unconventional. Yeah, Kim, I'm sorry you have to deal with me. This is why I'm a sorry cop.
Of course, I sympathize. But I'm afraid I simply can't share anything more until I've seen that badge.
Of course.
Hang on. She's a professional negotiator. She should be open to some sort of mutually beneficial arrangement.
Interesting. What kind of arrangement would it be?
I mean, favors for favors. A dirty alliance of some sort.
I don't like dirty alliances. I like regular alliances. Clean alliances, one might say.
Consider this. Perhaps she has been planning it all along. That you convince yourself into colluding with her.
I know there's this is a very high chance of success. My concern is what would happen if we succeed. That's what I worry about. What are we in for if we succeed on this suggestion check of how do I negotiate my way out of this? Oh boy. All right. How do I negotiate my way out of this?
Easy. Just offer her a favor. Like I said, nice and dirty.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. Surely there's some other way to demonstrate our law enforcement credentials?
I will be frank with you. If I'm going to break protocol, I need to be able to justify it to my superiors. They're going to want to see something very tangible.
Yeah, like my clipboard?
You're in, but expect her to drive a hard bargain.
Like what?
Reports from inside Terminal B suggest it's a hub for the local drug trade. This is an open secret in Martinez. The Union controls the terminal, so it goes to reason. The company has tried looking into this matter before, to no avail. Perhaps someone with your authority and resources might turn over the right stones.
Depends. So, is she looking for dirt against the Union?
Or you can recover your badge. Though if I may be blunt with you, it sounds like that may be a lost cause.
Yeah, I agree. By the way, she like when she was doing that, she was like she was trying to be all serious, like putting her thermal cup down, and then she was like, but you know, if you just want to go ahead and try your futile mission to recover your seemingly lost badge. Well, and then she picks up her cup.
Detective, a word in private before we continue.
Thank you, Kim. Talk with me, please. The lieutenant closes his notebook when he says that. Excuse us for a moment, madam. Leave. Okay, we'll talk. Let's talk.
This is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective.
Whoa. This is very whispery. I hope you guys can hear it. Kim just said, this is not going quite as I hoped it would, Detective. The lieutenant's voice is hushed. How did you hope it would go?
Honestly, I was expecting you to use your unorthodox technique to keep her off balance and, you know, not volunteer us to be her henchman.
Oh, so we're henchmen now.
This woman is running circles around us. She might have known about your misplaced badge all along, or she's simply an adept improviser. Either way, we've played straight into her hands.
He doesn't let it show, but there is a limit to how much the consequences of your unprofessional behavior can cost the investigation.
Their proposal is likely part of her design. That's all it is. I was just about to say, what do you propose? That we don't investigate the drug trafficking?
No. If there is reasonable suspicion, we must investigate. Otherwise, she could claim we are siding with the Union, or that we are on their take. We'd never hear the end of it. What I propose is, we ask her, then we investigate, briefly. But do not share the outcome of this investigation with her. We tell her it's done, and demand for her information on the lynching.
Her proposal was likely part of her design. This all is.
Yes. Knowing this does not really change our position, however.
We could just, you know, find my badge.
Oh, that would be fantastic,
Lovely.
but do we have the time? The world is large, and your badge is 8 by 6 centimeters.
That's true.
The situation might have changed drastically by the time you locate it. Time is of the essence.
True.
You could request a new one from your station, but that would literally take months.
I am sorry for putting us in this situation. I'll handle it.
I'm sure you will, Detective.
Let's get back to her then. Okay. Joyce's opponent. There is something she wants to tell you. You just have to present her with your badge to hear it. Or perhaps if you did her a favor, she could waive off the formality. Whatever the case, you need to know what she knows. And we have another level up. I think we have 1 skill point. Let's see, how many skill points do we have? We'll wait. Let's see, we can always increase volition, savoir-faire. I think we'll keep it until we come across a check that we need it for. Oh, and let me make sure that I'm wearing what I need to. I need suggestion up. I don't need conceptualization. And I need rhetoric up, so we'll keep it with that.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Okay. Tell me about this alleged drug trafficking.
It's quite straightforward. Someone is using Terminal B to smuggle raw ingredients from the Samar and Isola into Revachol with the Union's blessing. Wild Pines has suspected it for years.
Ingredients for what, ma'am?
Meth and dextroamphetamine, GBL and various synthetic psychedelics. Honestly, it might be quicker to say what you can't make from the stuff.
Let me get this straight. The materials come from Samara to Revachol through the terminal?
Yes. After they clear the terminal, we lose track. The actual production is taking place at various sites in and around Jamrock Quarter, north of here.
Our character is from Jamrock Quarter. That's our precinct.
Wildpine seems to be well apprised of the local drug trade, ma'am. Do you mean to say the Union also produces the product? Sells drugs, I mean?
We're in logistics. It's our business to know. And no. As far as the company knows, the Union does not produce it. They transport the ingredients for a cut.
You just not produce it. Okay. And you want us to investigate?
Yes, but you won't get anything out of Evrat and the Dock Workers Union. Still,
She raises her bony
every
finger.
chain has its weak link.
The handoff. The motor lorries at the roundabout.
Okay, yeah, we caught up on that, wasn't that okay? The lorries.
Precisely. Someone needs to move the ingredients from the harbour into the city. Once they reach Jamrock, they're distributed to a network of local manufacturers well beyond our grasp. But in transit, they're vulnerable. Perhaps you've noticed that a number of lorries are tangled in a traffic jam at the roundabout just now. Interview the drivers who are still hanging about. One of them might be waiting for a crucial shipment.
She gives you a knowing look.
I'll be explicit. If you find this driver, I will share company secrets with you.
It's no coincidence that the lorries are stranded there like that, is it?
No. We asked East Motor Track to raise the drawbridge. The road company is a partner of one of our subsidiaries. However,
She pauses, looking to the
this
scene.
is a limited time opportunity. Once the complaint has been processed by the Trade Committee, they'll have no choice but to lower the drawbridge, and the operation will continue.
She looks north.
Thousands of litres of raw ingredients will pour onto the streets of Revachol. Not the east across the river, but the west. The vulnerable, the weary.
Well, at least this solves one mystery.
What is that, Lieutenant?
Why I had to call East Motor Tract and beg them to open a drawbridge for me. I'd wondered since I first drove in, on my motor carriage.
I am sorry for the inconvenience, Lieutenant Kisaragi, but we need them trapped here. This is a unique opportunity. I'm sure you understand.
I am, like, quite... Let's say I do not find it amusing that a company could single-handedly have that much power over traffic. And, well, let's just say... I'm sure that this is a continuous issue going on in the world. That there's a reason why this has been brought up. Money is power, and corporations have a lot of money, and they've got a lot of power. So why didn't you come to the RCM earlier, the police force?
We did. On more than one occasion. Apparently, there's some sort of inter-precinct disagreement about whose jurisdiction this area falls under.
Uh-oh.
We know the company has launched its own probe into the Union's alleged involvement. We also know it's come up empty. It's not just the RCM. No one's been able to find any hard evidence.
Well, here's your chance, officers.
She smiles and points toward the roundabout. What proof do you have that the Union is involved?
How do you think they're financing this strike? There are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
I was wondering about that myself the last time we were talking with this negotiator, Joyce, because they said that they thought that they would settle down after a few months and like at least start to change their demands from every worker gets a seat in the boardroom to like something that you know is like logistically possible, but they've been strong on this for 4 months, and usually you get people, you know, as funds run low, it's like people get more desperate. But you know, the question is, you know, like we're trying to essentially, this is a very nuanced issue. Corruption is kind of all about in this area. There is no side without some form of corruption. Probably the organization so far with the cleanest hands is the Citizens Militia, but it's run by people, and people do stupid things. And right now they're having like some sort of you know, competition between them, and it's like really it's like they are trying to keep above board, but you know, the city itself, Revachol itself, is not in a good position, because the government is not in a good position, and it's like there are zero regulations on the market, which means that, you know, monopolies can run wild, which is kind of what we've got going on in the US too. So I'm curious, you know, tell me what you guys think about the monopolies. Oh, by the way, before we go any further, it is 8:30, and we've been going for about 45 minutes. So I want to give us the question of the week. Here we go. Just a reminder, if you're just joining me, we are trying to solve a murder mystery where a security officer, seemingly a security officer of Wild Pines, was lynched by a group of people. So far, it's suspected that it's the union dock workers, but we don't know for sure. There is a strike that the union dock workers are holding out that seems to be run by two particularly corrupt leaders that are like twin brothers. And then we have the actual company that they're striking against, which is Wild Pines. And Wild Pines seems to have a very strong hold over this little area of Revachol that we're in. And we're trying to figure out in all this who has the most information and who is responsible for the lynching of the person in the backyard of the place that we've been staying, which is like this cafeteria hostel sort of place. So our question of the week is, well, there's a couple of questions. Of the strike between the shipping company and the union, who's in the right and why? Is there a more nuanced position? If so, what would it be? So let me know what you think is going on between the shipping company and the union. Who do you think is kind of more on the right? And if you have a more nuanced position, I'd like to hear your details. You can tell me in the live chat or in the comments below if you're watching this after the fact. This is a pretty heavy, like, realistic situation, I feel, aside from, you know, the like more gamified parts, especially when you have seemingly a police officer who can continue to be a police officer while running around with total amnesia and like has none of their shit together. So that's probably the most unrealistic part. So who knows? This is a place with like no regulation. Just a reminder, this show was made possible by my amazing patrons. So if you want more, especially more perks, or maybe more live streams, you can either become a patron or send a one-time donation using my Venmo or Cash App, last two ensuring every cent goes to funding the channel. All of that is in the description under the Find Me Here little subsection. If it's not in your budget, just freely engaging and sharing is a huge help. So liking, commenting, subbing, sharing, all that stuff, that makes a big difference. And that's how we're able to continue our conversation. Don't forget that there are ethical resources and information waiting for you in the description under ethical advocacy. And also, you know, don't forget all the, especially when we're dealing with a lot of these, you know, hard medical issues like addiction and mental health crises, things like that. Please avail yourself of your nation's free resources. In the US, we have 988. We also have 988lifeline.org, if I'm not mistaken. Let me just double check. Yeah, 988lifeline.org. And you can use a text chat there, which should be confidential. You know, of course, there are mandatory reporters if there's a threat of immediate harm. But other than that, also in ethical advocacy, if you go to the Creator Accountability Network, they have resources for victims, community members, and creators. So really, I cannot recommend them enough, and I love being able to partner with them. So other than that, let's do a quick poll check. See how it goes. So our poll, we've got 2 votes already. And both say not sure yet. Here's the like. Well, hopefully you're learning more, and you can tell me a bit about what you think of the situation as we're learning it in the comments. So that'll just be our quick intermission. Also, while I get a quick drink of water. 1 second. All right. So we just left off with how do you think they're financing this strike? So that is her hunch. Like, that's her proof that the union is involved with the drug trade because there are thousands of unpaid dock workers going strong for the 4th month straight.
There was a shakedown of local businesses preceding the strike. Many were squeezed to bankruptcy to fund it.
Ooh. Yeah, see? So they kind of run the area.
With all due respect to these desert cacti, the contents of a few cash registers cannot provide for 2,000 men. The local businesses can scarcely provide for themselves.
So you think the strike is being funded with source ingredients for drugs?
Precisely. Smuggled out of that very gate at night, most likely, then loaded onto lorries and driven to Jamrock. You simply need to find one driver who will open up to you.
It sounds like she tried looking into it herself, though she's clearly not the type your typical lorryman would confide in.
Interesting. We already have some suspicions that one of the drivers was present at the lynching.
The two might even be connected.
Or not. Though, if you have evidence to the contrary, I'm eager to hear it.
As eager as I am to share it, Lieutenant, once the job is done.
Interesting. Okay, I made up my mind about the smuggling investigation. Proceed.
Yes?
So, we can't not take the case, because then the RCM will be accused of being on the take. As in, you know, getting money from it. But the thing is, we don't have to share the results, as Kim said. So we will take this case, probe the drivers, see what it yields. But we are not obliged to share them. So we'll accept.
Excellent.
It takes a long
According to my reports, there are at least 3 lorry drivers lingering near the roundabout. Hopefully one of them will know something.
Continue.
It may come to nothing, or it may just blow the case wide open. I can keep the drawbridge up for a few more days at least. You should have the time you need. In the meantime, let me know if there's any other way I may be of assistance.
She takes another long sip from her seemingly bottomless thermal cup. I was just wondering that. All right, you seem smart. I need someone to give me a lowdown on this reality we're in.
This reality?
She pulls her hood closer around her neck.
Yes, reality is your side case.
Let's see. I'm conducting a personal investigation into the world I find myself in. Related to that medical episode, I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality. Yeah, it's related to that medical episode. I have trouble remembering even the most basic terms of reality.
Yes, the episode. Sounds like an acute case of encephalopathy, now that I think of it.
She puts down her thermal cup and looks at you. Acute would mean that hopefully it's not long-lasting. I mean, it could also mean that the onset is acute, whereas a chronic onset would mean that it's something that would could either come and go or was brought on by a chronic illness.
Don't be phased, madame. He functions perfectly well. He only needs a lowdown on all of reality.
Just on all of reality. Just a little bit.
We may be here a while then. Ask away, officer. I'll help however I can.
All right, we're in. I know these all look good, but begin with the first, okay?
Low specialization. Impossible. Wow. What is reach for something fundamental? Legendary. Very interesting. What is this acute encephalopathy?
It's a neurological disorder caused by a lack of vitamin B in the brain. Symptoms include a retrograde amnesia. It's quite serious. You should get yourself checked out.
Yeah, I think any form of amnesia is quite serious.
She conveys it in short, cold bursts, trying not to invest too deeply in the condition of this doomed detective.
Yeah. Means we're never getting it back. Though if it was just from lack of vitamin B, I mean, that's pretty easy to fix.
In case he goes down later, souring the entire portfolio.
Why would I ask what causes encephalopathy when she just said caused by a lack of vitamin B? Okay. I know you've got a lot riding on me. I won't let you down.
It's not just me, Detective. All of Martinez has placed its chips on your success. I pray we've all bet wisely.
All right. I'll bite. What else might she say if I ask what causes encephalopathy?
Well, it's either bariatric surgery or long-term alcohol use.
Oh, it's probably from surgery then. It's definitely the drinking.
She nods slowly.
Yes, and perform autoerotic asphyxiation on yourself with your funny necktie out in the open somewhere.
Oh, boy. Oh, horrific necktie. We love you. What times are these?
These are unimportant times, Detective. You and I were born after the dust had settled. 1,000th of a second too late.
She puts her finger to her lips. Points at you. Too late for what?
For the big time.
Her eyes light up. There's a flash of teeth. What's the big time?
The revolution.
Oh, maybe not everyone wants to be part of a revolution. Maybe everyone's not fit for a revolution. Ha! And what is this revolution I keep hearing about?
It's quite easy. Every 100 years or so, our species gets together to decide what's next, who gets shot in the head, and who gets the mineral rights. It's a real kerfuffle.
Would you say it was a bunch of eggs duking it out? Who got the mineral rights?
The liberals got the mineral rights. And by
So
mineral
someone's got-
rights, I mean everything.
Okay, and by liberals you mean...
Liberals are usually middle-class people, Detective. Or the remaining gentry. The beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
Saying... I mean... It should be the middle and lower class. What am I missing? Beneficiaries of the pre-revolutionary arrangement.
Some were rich enough to stay with the Constitution, with monarchy. Big mistake. Others bet on the revolution. They were called the ultras, or ultra-liberals. They fared well.
How did the liberals win it all?
They didn't win so much as survive. We were the last ones standing when the war ended. Everyone else got shot in the head, remember?
She's one of them. Of course.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have, you know, admitted that, like, my family was part of the other side. If everyone got shot, who was there to surrender to?
To foreign intervention. The coalition. Those people really took the mineral rights.
See, that's what I was thinking. Like, if this place is, like, so run down, and I'm thinking, like, liberals would probably be more likely to put regulations on, like, to prevent large companies and large monopolies like this from, like, just totally, you know, ransacking the area. And that doesn't seem to have been happening. So perhaps this foreign coalition essentially took it from them. But you just said the liberals already took everything.
The liberals took everything that wasn't nailed to the ground. The coalition took the ground. The ocean, the laws, and the people.
She stomps her rubber-booted foot. Wow, that's a tough one to say. Who are the coalition?
The coalition of nations. Grad, Mesk, Vesper, Messina, Oranje, and Sur-la-Clay. The armed center of the world. They landed here and ended the revolution. It was the moralist thing to do.
What does that mean?
There is bitterness in her voice, tempered with understanding. She is critical, but ultimately understands the cause.
Moralist?
The moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights, and not shooting people in the head.
You can believe in not shooting people in the head and, like, not be about power grabs.
At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They embolden the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist.
How can I be a moralist if I don't know my beliefs? That doesn't make sense. I can be like, you can say, like, I am an accomplice to the moralists, but if I don't know my own beliefs, then no, I am not one. I'm not a moralist.
The color of moralism is blue. The official motto of Moral Intern, or Moralist International, is a blue forget-me-not, a piece of grey sky. Unofficial. For a moment, there was hope.
For a moment, if always picking the option that doesn't commit to anything, then hell yes I am, and also not. It is hard to commit to things. The thing is like, yeah, I don't want people to be shot in the head, but that doesn't mean I want like a government ruling, like a foreign government ruling over someone. Like I want people to have their own independence. Like it's more nuanced than that. Huh. Don't think I am a moralist, man. I mean, moralists believe in keeping everything exactly the way it is. They believe in mineral rights and not shooting people in the head. At least not in the same manner and volume as the others do. They are the long-standing provisional rulers of Revachol now, the coalition government. This is their zone of control. They emboldened the RCM with crumbs of the same law they took. Technically speaking, you are a moralist. At least by the way she describes it, I don't know. I don't think I can say I don't think I am a moralist, man.
Of course. Not easy to be moderate about head shooting in your line of work.
I mean, but that's not why. The thing is, the way she described it, it was like as if it's either like a homicide or totalitarian control. Anyway, who got shot in the head?
Those would be the communists. Generally speaking, 40 million people got shot in the head during the World Revolution. But the communists, they all got shot in the head.
Oh.
Oh, and the anarchists too. They shot them well. So well, one forgets they even existed.
Did the communists and the anarchists shoot back?
Did they ever? Before they got shot themselves, they shot 2 million people.
Oh my gosh, that's a tragedy.
Yes. The Red Deluge. The Insulindian Deluge, they call it.
My village too in my head. Point to your little head. What the hell? I'm not gonna say that. Anyone else got shot in the head on the opposing side?
Lots of people. Even the king got shot in the head, or thrown beneath a horse, or drowned. Accounts differ. It was unceremonious.
She shakes her head.
Just as well, he wasn't actually the king. Just the king's nephew. The real king abdicated and lived out a long and productive life as a venture capitalist in Grad.
I love that king fucking guys. Yeah, sounds like a cowardly king.
I prefer the term risk-averse. King Guillaume was nobody's fool. He could smell a PR disaster brewing, so he got out alive, and his nephew Fricelle got shot in his place. Him and tens of thousands of his wonderfully fascist kingsmen. It was a wild time.
She's saying she likes the fascism? When was this kerfuffle?
The turn of the century revolution? Don't answer it. It's a trick question.
She smiles mischievously.
The revolution began in '02 on the Isla of Grad, though by the end, nearly the whole world had gotten involved.
Who started it?
It wasn't a who, but a what. A pandemic of Zarat, a particularly virulent prion disease, which the authorities in Grad proved unable to contain. Then Marzolf came along and overthrew the government.
Wow, what did this Zarat do?
It made people overthrow their governments.
No way.
Indeed. Zarat is a highly infectious microorganism that destroyed brain tissue. The actual causes of the revolution were material. The pandemic only provided the spark.
Technically, could you even call prions. Yeah, they'd be called prions. Prions, microorganisms. They're like little protein tangles. That tends to lead to Alzheimer's, by the way. Where did it spread from there?
From Revachol and Grad? Not far. The world managed to cauterize itself. Mazov's government was overthrown in 08, and the coalition crushed the Revachol commune 2 years later. It was the end.
What came next?
Why? You and I, officer.
She spreads her arms,
Our
rainbow flapping in
lives
the wind.
in the zone of control.
Something tells you her life and yours are not that similar. Maybe it's because she has a boat and you have that necktie? A pair
Our
of
lives are
pants?
very different from each other.
No doubt. But we share the same time and position on the planet's crust. That counts for more than you think.
What is the zone of control?
A city-state divided into free market zones under the everlasting interregnum of the Coalition of Nations. And you, of course, the citizens' militia.
The clatter of typewriter keys fills the main hall of the reappropriated silk mill. Precinct 41. Chad Tilbrook presses enter. Outside, Officer Elfboy Williams slams the door of an armored motor carriage.
The zone of control is the third incarnation of Revachol, after the failure of the suzerain and the commune.
What happened in the rest of the world?
Modernity. They developed the marvels of the inter-eastlery communication. Telematic milieus, radiation, colored plastics. Meanwhile, in Revachol West, the aftermath continues for the 5th decade.
51 minus 8 equals 43.
I love that that was a medium logic check to be able to subtract 8 from 51. It's been like this for how long exactly? Wait, you're saying it's been like this for 43 years?
Time flies.
What have we been doing all that time?
The 20s saw a decade of urban war, west of the river leveled, offshore platforms in flames. Still, it's regarded as an improvement on what came before. 08 to 19 was simply hell.
And after that?
The 30s? Things settled down in the 30s. Revachol East transformed itself into the world's largest tax haven, with the international community's blessing. For the first time in a long time, it seemed like things were going somewhere.
That's when they discovered disco.
Yes, and quantitative easing. It was a market mirage, unfortunately. The 40s dispelled it. An Isla-wide hangover, you might say. So, here we are.
She curtsies.
Welcome to reality, baby.
We got a reality lowdown. We finished the task. Woo!
For her to be where she is, Wild Pines Group must have picked the right side.
So, which side was Wild Pines Group on?
They picked the winning side. That's why they're here, and others are not.
They got lucky.
Perhaps it wouldn't have turned out that way had I been in charge. I might have bet on the king and led the Pines to doom.
Yeah, because you like to be rich. You would have sided with the king.
I would have sided with the cannons. If you'd seen the calibers of the things, you might have too.
She thinks.
Perhaps it's better I was born when I was. 10 of the 14 Indo tribes got it wrong. Feld, Kupri, Tricentennial. So I suppose I would have been in good company.
Would you say it was a bunch of apes duking it out?
Why, of course. We're talking Duke Out Central. Full swing intraspecies warfare.
And the apes, were they evil?
No. I would say the apes were neutral.
She looks at you, her gaze stopped. Okay, neutral.
On the other hand,
She turns north to the bombed-out buildings lining the waterfront and shivers slightly. Ooh. What would you have done differently?
good question.
She cranes her neck.
What would you have done differently?
No, her first.
I asked you, who are you in all this? Let's see. I would have sought a medical solution. Sounds like the Zarat drove those people mad. I would have killed more. Holy crap. 400 million. That's what it took. I'd have positioned myself very precisely. I would have made it out with the mineral rights. I asked you, who are you in all this?
And I asked you, past-less detective of the Citizens Militia, what insight has acute encephalopathy given to you?
I think I would have sought a medical solution. I mean, whether or not it affected the revolution, at the very least, you don't want a freaking prion disease.
So a quarter of humanity simply lost their minds. And how would you stop a prion, a complex folding protein, unlife, with the technology 50 years ago?
Oh my gosh, wow, we've got some heavy-duty answers here. Hell no to privatized healthcare. I am so against privatized healthcare, with some hygiene, modest social care, and perhaps a little research program.
Good hygiene. Really. A very moderate solution to an extreme problem.
I didn't say just
half
hygiene.
measures that doomed the authorities in Grad.
I said social care and research program. Look, I wanted to do more than that, but it only gave me like some and modest and little. I wanted more, okay?
When they failed to step up, Marzov and his party stepped in. In this particular case, maybe a more robust state response might have been appropriate.
Exactly.
Opinions expressed here do not reflect the official position of the RCM.
Right? Boy, that sounds like me, doesn't it? The lieutenant puts down his notes for a moment. He says,
And what is your official position, Lieutenant?
She turns to him.
My position, ma'am? My parents got ripped to shreds in the revolution. I would have gone the same way. I was saved by being 2 years old. That's my position. The abattoir.
Abattoir. I gotta Google that real quick. I've heard that before. I'm assuming it means just the neutral party left over. Oh. Never mind. No, never mind. Much worse. Much worse. An abattoir is a specialized facility where livestock is slaughtered, dressed, and processed into meat. It's a formal synonym for a slaughterhouse. Well then. Damn. So I guess his position is he was in the slaughterhouse.
Understandable.
That's enough about the time.
They are what they are. Who knows? An afterbloom may yet come. Anyway, enough sentimentality. Is there anything else you want to know?
Not so fast. Who is she in all this? Ask her who she is. She owes you an answer.
I want to know what you are. She hums.
She won't maneuver her way out of this one.
What are you?
I am the vilest of the vile.
She says with a sudden
traitor.
flash of grief.
A devourer of nations and infants. I am an ultra.
An ultra-liberal.
She raises the corner of her mouth, smirking, revealing a canine.
Dios mío, draw across. A liberal. I don't understand. What's so vile about that?
Haven't you heard?
She nods
I am a
pedagogically.
nether creature of the Forbidden Swamp. One of those who pushed the king under a shit wagon and betrayed the revolution. I can see you thought I'd gone extinct. No sane person identifies as an ultra-liberal anymore. Not in broad daylight.
She looks you in the
You're a
eye.
centrist at heart. A real moralist. Tell me, now that I've uncoiled myself. Do you find me frightening?
I'm not a centrist, though.
In her green eyes, you see a mixture of truth and self-satire. Decades of guilt and pride. Forgive her.
Interesting.
But only because you like pearlescent teeth and those light green eyes.
I forgive you, but only because you. I mean, forgive her for what? How would any creature who pushed the king or betrayed the revolution? I'm a little confused. I don't think I know what an ultra is. I thought I knew, but I don't think I do. I forgive you?
I do hope so.
She bows.
I hope we're able to remain collegial despite it. Remember, we were partners, whether you like to admit it or not. There's blood on many hands, I assure you. When the dust settled, the Liberals were the only ones left to clean up the mess. By virtue of their survival, they were handed enormous power to shape the future.
She turns her gaze to the Delta.
This was all our last generation managed.
Would you have done something
With
differently?
due respect to our overlords, the eternal caretaker government that keeps Martinez a monument to the efficacy of its artillery, I would not have relinquished sovereignty to the Coalition. Not here in Martinez, and not in the Stella Maris or Delta Beachheads either. If not for my own sake.
She realizes her small, cold fists are clenched. She loosens them.
Then for my daughters. We had an obligation to defend our sovereignty. We should have burned the whole Isola down rather than let them have it.
Wow. Okay, so I guess by ultra liberal, that means. So here's the thing, because I'm like, every time I hear a different political situation describe a liberal, like I think it means someone who is for generally speaking, I don't want to say populism, but things that would benefit the middle and lower classes and be more about, you know, social benefits. But it seems like it changes depending on the context. So I guess in this case it means somebody who it would be like, you know, either we get it all or we burn it all down, which I don't know about that. I don't think I could say that.
Dark orange flames reflect in her green eyes. An oil fire on the ocean.
You're a patriot?
Yes, I suppose I am. But I wouldn't be a patriot anywhere but here.
Seditious talk, ma'am.
Lieutenant puts down his notes and gives her a look. You're a smart woman?
Perhaps.
Her earrings chime as she nods.
My intellectual vanity will be my undoing.
You're no dummy yourself.
No, or intellectual vanity will be my undoing. Guess so am I.
A smart boy getting smarter, one basic term of reality at a time.
You have daughters?
Yes. Whatever else I am, I'm also a mother and a wife. Now, Shall we return to reality?
What's this? Spread your hands.
A bird? A sphenicid? A flightless bird of the polar regions?
Am I really that awkward?
Of course you're not, my dear. I'm just terrible at guessing games.
I meant, what is this place here?
Ah. This is the pier of Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33A, where the tenants have been kind enough to rent me a slot. Or two.
She looks around. What is Rue de Saint-Ghislain? 33A.
A pre-revolutionary tenement. Old buildings are called tenements, you see. And new buildings, bâtiments. After les bâtiments nouveaux. But 33A and 33B are not nouveaux. They're old.
She looks up at the crumbling facade.
This one used to be 8 to 10 stories tall. A real high-rise by the standards of the last century. Built to mirror the skyscrapers across the bay in the Delta. That was before the war, of course.
Who lived in them?
Mostly the urban middle class, I believe. This was once primo real estate, before the cannons lopped 4 or 5 stories off. Splat, splat.
From a dilapidated balcony, a young girl in odd clothes gives Joyce the evil eye. A red paintbrush held to her throat.
Wonderful.
Okay. What is that? Point to Cindy the skull.
The girl in the old lady rags.
Yes?
Looks like a sullen and rebellious member of a teen infraculture.
Infraculture?
Yes. You and I belong to the supraculture. We're common, the herd. The music on the radio, the food in the chain restaurant, those are all too popular for the girl in the old lady rags. She prefers a fantasy world, an infraculture with its own dress code and vernacular. It is an illusion, I'm afraid. There is no refuge from the supraculture.
I understand everything. Make it more complicated somehow.
I can't. That's how simple it is. One may dye their hair green and wear their grandma's coat all they want. Capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself. Even those who would critique capital end up reinforcing it instead.
That's a take that I don't know if I agree with. Not to say that you have to be countercultural, but and also, by the way, I mean, I think culture is ever changing. So, you know, wherever there's mainstream culture, there's counterculture, and then vice versa. And usually what becomes counterculture becomes mainstream. Like, it's too fluid to say that capital has the ability to subsume all critiques into itself.
All right. What next?
She pauses to take a long, leisurely sip of tea. Okay. Where are we?
We're in Martinez, baby.
Baby?
A casual term of endearment popular among the 50-plus crowd. It's a disco holdover, pay it no heed.
I'm a disco holdover myself.
Aren't we all?
She's not.
She refers to your corresponding ages.
Mm-hmm. And what is Martinez?
Martinez is a district of Revachol.
She looks around her green.
A very small district tucked away near the industrial harbour, north of the 881 and Jamrock. You would be excused for not knowing about it. Unimportant, they say. Forgotten, even. Shelled to smithereens during the Revolution. It has its charms, just not this time of year.
Let's see. Tell me more about Martinez.
I'm not a good ambassador. I've only been here once before, as a teenager. Not a lot has changed.
She closes her eyes.
There are ruins, a terminal, fishing boats, reeds, boys with boxy shoulders. As I told you, Martinez used to be a province, A workers' resort before the city swallowed it and the artillery did its part. Now the reeds are the real star of the show here. The further down the coast, the wilder it gets.
You mentioned a sea. What sea is this?
It's not really a sea, it's the Bay of Revachol. And the bay feeds into the ocean.
Are we near the ocean?
Yes. We're on an island in an ocean, the world's largest body of water, the Insulindic.
Known to the early Revacholians as Les Immensités Bleues, the blue immensities. Vast, lukewarm and unknowable, flowing in and out of sight.
What's the name of this island?
Caillou, as you already know.
Shooks the waters.
Imagine a pebble. A smoothed-over pebble amidst a great blue sea, misshapen, cracked. The cracks are the River Esperance. We're in the delta of this river, on the 6th branch, the Martinez distributary.
It is clear this pebble is of enormous value to her.
Okay, that's Martinez. What's Revachol?
Revachol? Revachol is what you call a city.
What kind of city is
The
Revachol?
great kind.
As if it's self-explanatory, beyond patriotism, a fact.
What makes Revachol great?
History detective. They built this city to resolve history. Our part in it, at least. Our centuries.
Okay, who built this
The
city?
nations of the Occident, or migrant workers from Semenine and Ile Marat, depending on your creed.
When was
In the
Revachol built?
DeLorean century. 380 years ago.
Boy, this is some extreme world building, like all the politics and everything. Well, you gotta be a political scientist to come up with some of this. And why will it resolve
They
history?
say it's where the terrible questions of our time will be answered. The tensions are highest, the fault lines deepest. By that I mean conflicts. Ideological conflicts. The stuff of men. We
Why
are
here?
standing on a fertile, self-sufficient island able to sustain up to 200 million people in the middle of the Insulindic Ocean, the world's connective tissue.
She's fine.
That's where the money is.
So we're in an unimportant part of an important place?
I think it's fair to say so. Martinez is about
She points across the water where the skyscrapers rise.
22 kilometers from the center of the world. That soldering iron is the bank of the world building. The bottom floors are Insiacom. Coalition government, Insulindian Mission Command.
Silence. She lowers her hand.
Oh, I looked to the sea, apparently. I thought that was a continue button. Look to the sea, silence. She lowers her hand.
The water, the light. It's as though you're seeing it for the first time. There is no recognition, only the immensity of the sea and the cold radiating from it.
I don't know any of this.
We are where we are. I have no truer answer to give, unfortunately.
Watch you closely as she...
This is one thought you need to complete. Where are
Where
you?
are you?
Was there something else you wanted to know? I remember something about a lowdown.
Let's try esprit de corps. Because why else? What is, think of something close to you.
It remains
Yeah,
a mystery what you mean by this something close. This isn't about you. It's about reality.
And that's an impossible, so I'll leave that. That's all for now.
Glad to have been of assistance. The little that I know. Anything
Alright,
else?
We're gonna up volition because I don't want Kim to owe me that much freaking money. So, let's thank you, and then I'm gonna let's see. We have We have a lot of. We have 2 skill points now, so we can spend 1 in volition to unlock that. Check. And we'll leave that there. And now we'll talk to you.
You're back. Good.
All right.
What can I help you
Sit.
with?
Can I have some money?
I am sorry.
What?
It just doesn't come out of your mouth. What does is...
Medium was 11 versus your total 10. I was 1 shy. Let's see. So it was volition 5. Dice was 3 plus 1 equals 4. Wow. What a crappy roll. Okay.
Excuse me?
I
I didn't hear you.
Her voice is kind of low.
What you meant to say was...
All right. That's all for now. So, we're working on rigorous self-critique. Can I unlock? Oh, I can spend a skill point to unlock 1. I don't know if I want to spend a skill point. Learning cap for perception raised to 5. Pain threshold. All psyche learning caps raised by 1. Yeah, I don't want to get rid of that. That one's pretty good. Well, yeah, we'll unlock. And then we'll do jamais vu, derealization. Okay. Revachol Special Administrative Region. Le Caillou, Peninsula Indian Ocean, Coalition Government, Insula Indian Mission Command. Name after name, and none of them is familiar. They seem real, but something is wrong. You feel like a kid looking at stickers on the fridge. Souvent, the Apricot Company, World Games 34. You can almost see your hand reaching out for them. Scratch at the corners, see if they peel loose. This feels like the most important of all the thoughts. The one you truly must complete. There we go. Alright. So, we completed the reality lowdown. We got that going on. Active the jam mystery. So we'll have to figure that out before the days are over. And we're pretty much screwed as far as getting money goes.
Yes?
Nope. Can't help. And we will... Let's see. What's this? Can I open it still? Nope. Let's see if we can at least talk to that guy. Picture notices missing passwords on top of each other. This one's got laundry detergent. Flip up glasses. Not a jerk. +1 logic, -1 to authority. I don't care about authority. no one needs to respect my authority. Does it show how I look? Let's see, can we take that off? What's that look like? That's great. Let's see, we'll put those in that one. There you go. Alrighty then. Yeah, so we used up a point for that one. So points are hard to come by, so I think that we'll probably leave that. That's the balcony. We'd have to like go through each one. Damn, it'll take forever. And I gotta be honest, my joints are barking at me. I think we should leave this for next time. Though I'll see if I can get out on the balcony here. Oh, what's going on? Just traffic. Night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution rises from the east. The breaker box is full of cigarette butts and electric wires. And we'll take the money out of that one. Looks like, oh, there's a lot going on here. A lot going on. Just a door. Nothing for you here right now. Yeah, it's just locked for now. Okay. Alright. We'll go back inside real quick. And we'll end on the inside, I think. How far does this go? Oh, it just keeps going. Oh, and it keeps going. Oh, boy. Hey, there's some nice money. Anything in the boots? Just money. So what is there? A 5-pointed star on the wall. Ooh.
That isn't just a 5-pointed star. It's an inverted white pentagram cradled in a wreath of antlers. The iconography of communism, in other words.
Inspect the symbol
The star
closer.
and antlers was developed in the 6th decade of the last century and quickly adopted by Mezov and the communards during the revolution. Even today, half a century after, the star and antlers retains the ability to evoke hope, disappointment, and fear in equal measure.
Why is the star upside down?
To symbolize the toppling of the old order. Also, some social democrats were already using it.
What's wrong with just being a social democrat? What's the deal with the antlers?
The wreath of antlers represents a natural crown. It was about building a society that
Are
could
democratic
exist
socialists?
in accord with the natural world, and at the same time above it.
Why white?
Because white is the color of peace.
What does it evoke in me?
Nothing
Finish that.
at all yet. Right now, it's just meaningless shapes on a wall.
Okay. Not sure why that was such a big deal, though. But nice to know that there's people who believe in that stuff, I guess. Oop, I need a flashlight. Oh, wow. Oh, no, alcohol. Well, okay, that's great. So you could essentially take physique, get a -1 to morale, and then take the magnesium to get more. Okay, shower curtains are covered. Some sort of slime. Ooh. Perhaps I could, like, sell the alcohol or something? Who knows? Okie doke. We will leave the investigation of the rest of this hallway to next time. I will write down that we left off at Cape Side Apartments, and we'll leave that for part 9. Alrighty then. So, I want to thank everybody who's been with me today. Please, if you can remember to answer the questions of the week. That I did not properly rewrite down. It is, okay. Of the strike between the shipping company and the union, who's in the right and why? Is there a more nuanced position? If so, what would it be? So, if you enjoyed this so far, consider liking and commenting. It's a quick way to leave a free tip. And, remember that all that was discussed or depicted is not a reflection of myself, blah, 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 all that stuff. Creator accountability, all claims made need to be independently fact-checked, especially mine. If you want more of me, I am also live on Tuesdays at 7:30 p.m. Central for Game and Gab. Next Tuesday's Game and Gab, my goal is to try to talk about the boycott against Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. So if you're interested in learning more about that, check me out Tuesday. That is 7:30 p.m. Central. Other than that, we'll see if we can raid another live real quick. We do have somebody who answered. They think that the union dock workers, which potentially corrupt side are you more sympathetic to? I totally get it. I don't know if I could ever be sympathetic to a corporation. It's pretty hard to be. So we'll end that, and now let's start looking for somebody to raid. I bet you Bad Science Sunday is up. Let's see if I can get to them. Where's Maya? Why is she not in my thing? She should be in my subscriptions. Is she not streaming today? Today is Sunday, right? Today's Sunday. Huh. Well, does her stream start at 10? I was almost certain they start at 8:30. Maybe she's not streaming today, who knows? Well, other than that, let's see. We've got some big streams going. I would love to be able to redirect you to a smaller stream, but I'm not seeing a small stream going on right now. Yeah. I don't know. Who knows? Well, I'm going to leave it to you guys where you want to go for. Thank you so much, Jedi and Tori, for sticking around. It's lovely having you. I appreciate having you in the stream. And remember to comment below your answers to the questions of the week. And it's been a wildly fun evening. If I don't see you this Tuesday, then when you're ready for another pensive plunge to ponder the puzzles of life, the universe, and everything, I'll be here maybe every Saturday. It might be Friday, and we don't know what the time will be. You can vote on that. So when you're ready to vote, there is a link in the live chat. I'll also post it in the comments. I'll pin it in the comments that you can vote for the time. Oh, and you can also go to the to my channel posts. Go to the community tab posts, the post tab. It used to be called the community tab. It might be called the post tab. Who knows? And the latest post there is the link to my poll, and you can vote for which time, probably on Friday evening, between 6:30 and midnight, you would like to see this Disco Elysium start. So, thanks again. And next time we meet, we will embark upon our quest to assess. Love to see you guys. Have a lovely evening.